Top 10 Christmas Movies of All Time. Christmas is nearly here, and it's only fair to have a collection of the best Christmas movies ready for you to enjoy. Movies are the best part of Christmas. It doesn't matter if you're celebrating Christmas with your whole family or alone. As long as you're watching the best movies out there, you'll be enjoying the occasion just as much. So let's get right into it and find out which movies are worth your time this Christmas. Here's a list of the top 10 movies you want to watch this Christmas. Starting off at number 10, Bad Santa 2003. If you enjoy unapologetic humor and are planning to watch a Christmas movie that has nothing but that in it, Bad Santa is the movie for you. Released in 2003, although this movie wasn't able to break the box office records or anything, it is still considered to be one of the best Christmas movies for adults, obviously. I repeat, don't watch these with kids around. The plot of the movie goes like this. Willie T. Sook and his dwarf companion, Marcus Skidmore, are professional robbers. Willie is hired to be a department store Santa Claus, and Marcus is hired as an elf to rob shopping malls at night, with Marcus's wife Lois as their getaway driver. The storyline progresses to be funnier with every scene, and you'll be rolling on the floor laughing while watching it. Love Actually 2003. Another very nice movie, although this one is quite different from the last one. This movie is more of a romantic and dreamy movie than a super realistic dark humor infused one. This movie has jokes which are cute, and at times they might make you feel single, but if you keep watching it, if you haven't yet, which is very rare, and it'll become one of your favorites. Love Actually follows a basic story of a girl and a guy, and yeah, the same old romance thing. However, the presentation in this one is really worth all the claps. Take a bucket of popcorn and pop this movie in. You'll be feeling so dreamy the whole time, you'd actually want to know more about these characters' story when it ends. You just can't have enough of Love Actually. Elf 2003. Who doesn't like Will Ferrell? Even Ryan Reynolds fanboys the comedic genius. So here's a special treat for you guys. Just enjoy the vibe while watching this movie. It'll be more funny if you don't try to look for logical explanations. Relax, some movies are just meant for mere pleasure so that a common man can enjoy the movie without thinking too much. The plot is quite unique, so here's a glimpse of what actually goes on in this movie. Buddy is accidentally transported to the North Pole when he was a baby, and then he was raised among Santa's elves until he reached adulthood. Unable to shake the feeling that he does not belong there, the adult Buddy travels to New York dressed entirely in elf attire, in search of his biological father. This is an emotional roller coaster at times, and you'll end up wishing if only you could watch this movie for the first time again. Yep, it has that effect on its viewers. Paddington 2. If this isn't one of the best Christmas movies of all time, I don't know what is. This movie will make you cry as it ends, and you'll want to watch it again and again. It's just one of those movies which are perfect in every sense, down to the last minute details. It's one hell of a ride to be in. The entire movie presents itself in a way that's unique and realistic at the same time. A vague description of the plot would be that the bear in the movie is a well-liked member of the community who spreads happiness and marmalade everywhere he goes. One fine day, he comes across a pop-up book in an antique shop, which is the ideal gift for his cherished aunt's 100th birthday. Watch the movie to find out what happens after that. It's definitely worth your time and would make your Christmas even better. Die Hard. This movie is and will forever be on this list. Die Hard is a cult classic. The movie has the viewers emotionally invested in the story from the start, no matter how old you are. Once you watch it, there's no turning back. There's a reason why to date people use so many references from this movie. The storyline is very interesting and keeps you on edge till the very end. On Christmas Eve, New York City cop John McClane pays a visit to his estranged wife and 2 daughters. He joins her at a holiday party at a company where she works. However, the festivities are cut short when a group of terrorists take over the exclusive high-rise and everyone in it. This forms the basic plot of this movie, and this is quite enough for you to be totally invested in this movie. If you haven't watched it yet, even once, my advice would be don't even wait for Christmas. Watch it right now and learn all the dialogues ASAP. Edward Scissorhands 1990. Yep, this one deserves to be on this list. It is rarely included in the list of Christmas movies. However, if you want to add some spice to your holiday vibe, this is the movie to watch. Scissorhands is a very unorthodox movie that ensures a much more interesting evening or night whenever you prefer to watch it. It's Christmas. Who cares about the time? A scientist creates an animated human being named Edward. However, the scientist dies before completing the assembly of Edward, leaving the young man with a bizarre appearance accentuated by the scissor blades he has instead of his hands. Johnny Depp was phenomenal in his role as Edward. Yep, there's no need to even think about this one if you're a fan of Depp. The Home Alone series. Every year, these movies are played in almost every household when it's Christmas. This year won't be different either. The Home Alone series has a very special bond with its fans. It's a reminder of their childhood, a movie filled with nostalgia. There's no other movie that could top this one when it comes to feelings and sentiments. This movie is not an emotional one. It definitely is a joyride. It might make you cry not because of its scenes, but rather the nostalgia alone. The Grinch. Of course, the OG. If you're missing out on this one, I'll have to advise you to watch it. This movie deserves your time, even though it's not underrated in any way. It is still forgotten many times while making a list of Christmas movies. People should know better than that. The Grinch is a classic to watch. I'm assuming you've already watched this one many times like everyone is supposed to. However, don't forget to watch it again this Christmas. It's important to keep the culture alive and running for the next generation. Shrek. This list is just getting better and better, won't you agree? Shrek is one of the most loved movies. If you don't want to watch this one, Christmas won't be the best one. Yep, I said it because it's true. If you're not a fan of Shrek, maybe you need to watch this movie and be one. It is undeniable that Shrek makes you feel things you didn't even know you could feel, and it's definitely one amazing experience to have. Ted 1 and 2. This might be controversial. I don't know, but you can't miss this. Both the movies are top tier, and you won't be able to pick a favorite. The humor alone is enough of a reason to watch this movie. No matter how many times you watch it, it's always going to be the same level of fun as the first time you watched it. Ted is a super cheeky and funny movie to sit through. If you love chaos and humor wrapped together, you can't afford to not watch this movie and make your Christmas the best Christmas ever. So, yep, these were all the movies for your Christmas binge. If possible, all of these should be given a chance. It's important to realize that Christmas is not just about gifts and Santa, but also the quality time you're spending with your family and friends, or even just yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful Christmas, everybody.